Good morning. In this session, I'm going to show you the demonstration on how to build end-to-end web application for get and post method using CRUD operations. So I'm going to do this exercise using AWS Management Console. So so I have all these codes in my Git repository, github.com/sridhar/lab6. You can take the content from this Git repository and so just to follow my procedure to do the get and post operation. First thing, so here I'm going to use the services called S3, DynamoDB, Lambda and API Gateway. So all these services I'm using DynamoDB, Lambda, API Gateway and S3. So first thing, I should go to IAM. Why? Because I need to connect DynamoDB and Lambda function. So I need temporary permission. So I'm creating one role. Trusted entity is AWS service. Use case is Lambda. Click on next. Where the next one, here you can choose the permission called DynamoDB full access. Take a DynamoDB full access role. Click on next, and you can keep Dynamo full. Okay. So Dynamo full access. Now create a role. So, okay, so that's it, role created. Now take other service called uh, that is lambda function. Just to take a lambda function, you need to create a two lambda function. One is for get the employee detail and one is to insert. Okay, so let me go for first either we can take it for insert method or get employee. Okay, so I can go for get employee method. I'm just taking this code. So here important thing is that I am going to create. So my DynamoDB region is EU East, EU Central 1. So I should create the create all these things like if DynamoDB, API Gateway, everything in this region. Euro, that is EU Central 1. Please ensure the same. It's up to you which region, but if you are using different region, please change this one. Okay, just to copy this and I'm just creating with the name get employee. So here, so your runtime environment is Python 3.8 and choose existing role. Existing role as DynamoDB full. Create a function. Okay. So now just replace the code whatever I have given and try to deploy it. Okay, deployment also success. Now you need to create one test case here. Okay, just click on just create one test event. In this, you need to keep this test event, that is employee ID is ID, employee age is age, employee first name is first name and last name. So this is must. Just copy this and replace it. Okay, so now save it. Similar to that, just to create one more function called insert employee. So I'll take the code, that is insert employee data, insert employee data, and runtime as Python 3.8. You can change the role as the existing role with the DynamoDB full access role. Now create a function. Okay, so that's it. It is created. Again, just replace the code and immediately do the deployment. So now you don't want to do any testing here. Testing only for the get method. So no need to test here. Okay. So the next thing is I want to create one DynamoDB table. Just to duplicate this tab and open DynamoDB table. Go for DynamoDB table. Again, you check it out. This table available in EU Central 1. Okay. So here, as per this documentation, your employee table, that is a table name is employee profile. Okay, so just in that name, just to create a table name, and also the partition key as empId. So where we have mentioned this empId mean this one. empId is your emp, I is capital letter, empId, and the partition key empId where the data type is string only. So now you can save this. So we have completed lambda function, then DynamoDB table we created, empty table we have created. Again we go for one more thing called API gateway. API gateway. I don't have any API gateways now. Just to take this REST API, build it. Now test. Just keep test API, and I want to integrate your lambda function with this API gateway. Now click on create method, where I should create a method called get method. Click on get method. Integration type is lambda function. You want to integrate get employee first. You see that there is a two lambda function there. One lambda function get method for the get employee, post method for insert employee. Now click on this get employee. Now create a method. Similar to that, you again just click on create resource, not create resource, just a minute. Okay, create method here. Just to click on create method. Again take the method called post method, where this time choose the integration type as lambda function 2, that is your insert employee. Now create a method. Okay, so another important thing is that you need to enable the cars. Just to click on this plus sign or this one, just click on this slash. So there is a option called enable cars. Click on enable cars, and you want to enable cars because it is a cross region resource sharing, cross origin resource sharing. Just to select all these gateways, default 5xs, get and post method. It is mandatory. Save it. Okay, so that's it. We are done. And the next one, so we are done the API gateway, and immediately please do this deploy API gateway, and take this stage as new stage, and stage name is PROD. PROD means production. You can keep any name here. Just deploy it. So here you will get one URL. This URL to be mapped in your front end. Okay. So now I go for the S3 bucket to host a website. So that is go to S3, take a service called S3. Now I want to create one new bucket. Click on create bucket. So again you see that my bucket in EU central one. Please keep all the resources in single region, so it could be better. So I'm creating web host 9890. Some names you can create because it should be unique. So I'm creating with, and object ownership ACL enable, and you can uncheck block public access and click on I acknowledge it, and enable the bucket versioning. Now create a bucket. Okay, so here in this the script file, there are two files to be uploaded. One is a profile, another one is a script file. In the script file, you need to modify one thing, that is your API gateway URL. This API gateway URL to be modified. Let me change this API gateway URL. Go to your API gateway and take this URL. Now just replace. Just delete the old one and replace it and save this. Okay, that's it. So we have two files, profile and script.js file, that to be uploaded here. Okay, now go into your bucket and upload both the files, profile and script.js file, and upload both. Upload it. Close. Okay, so now immediately whenever you upload it, just take both the files and click on actions and make public using ACLs. So you are publicly made available for these two files. so that the outsiders can able to access that website. Okay, so now what I should do is click on this properties, and the last option we have to enable the static website hosting. Edit, enable. Now our main file name is profile.html. Okay, so that's it. Now save it. So now everything is completed. Again, go to the properties, which will generate one URL. Click on that URL. So you are getting that is employee profile. So this is the output of your front end: employee ID, first name, last name, and employee name. I'm just keeping my employee ID, whereas my name and the last name as yes, employee age 33. Now click on save profile, and it is saying that the profile is saved. Now go to your tables, DynamoDB table what you have created. Okay, so now you check it out. Click on explore table items. Can you see that my items is returned now? Employee ID, age, and employee name. So again, we'll do one more thing, like 9090, and Ramesh. I make it as again R, employee age 35. Click on save. Again, profile gets saved. Now go to your uh, DynamoDB table and refresh the item. Now two items are reflected. Now again, if I want to view the table item, just to click on view table items. Okay, so now it is reflected. So that's it about the exercise. We have done both insert operation as well as we are viewing. So that's it for the exercise. Thank you.